Namaste, dear children. Welcome back to your online class of social science. Today, we will be discussing about the notebook format of chapter number 1, that is how, when, and where. So, let us start. First question is that draw the timeline highlighting significant events. So in this you have to draw the timeline or the date line in which you will be writing about the significant events which you have studied in this chapter. And you can take the help from one of the video, that is the third video, in which I have told you some key facts, and I've already told you that these key facts will help you in framing the timeline. So take help of those important key facts, and through those important facts you can make the timeline. Clear? Moving further, very short questions. First question is that define colonization. You can easily define what is colonization. The subjugation of one country by another country, which leads to different changes like political, economical, social, cultural. This process is referred to as colonization. Simple. Second question, name the different types of surveys which were conducted during the British time. You can easily write different types of surveys we have studied about, like revenue surveys, forest surveys, botanical survey, zoological survey, archaeological survey, anthropological survey. So you have to write about these surveys. Third question, who was the first and the last Governor General of British India? So first Governor General was Warren Hastings and last Governor General was, yes, Lord Mountbatten. I have already asked this question from you and many of you have answered for this question. So first was Warren Hastings, last was Lord Mountbatten. Clear? Fourth one, how did James Mill divide Indian history? So James Mill divided Indian history into three periods, that is Hindu, Muslim and British. Clear? Then we will do short questions. Now in short question, first question is why did British preserve official documents? For this question, you can refer to page 5 of your book, the PDF which I have given you. That why did British preserve official documents? Let me show you the page 5 of your book. Okay, this is the PDF and this is page number 5, and here the heading is Administration Produces Records. So the question was that why did British preserve official documents? So you will write that, first of all you will write the reason, the main reason, that is this: the British believed that the act of writing was important. This will be your first point. Then every document or instruction or plan had to be clearly written up. This can be your second point. And third, you will write that for this purpose, specialized institutions like archives, museums were also established to preserve important records. Please remember that in short question, we always write 3 points, and in long question, minimum points are 5, because short question carries 3 marks and long question carries 5 marks. So you can write the answer for this question from these paragraphs. This first paragraph, you write the reason. The main reason was that they believe that the act of writing was important. Then you will elaborate this in second point, that why they believe so. Because they believe that every instruction and plan had to be clearly written up so that it could be studied and debated in the future. And third point, you will write that what they did for this, that they established some specialized institutions like archives and museums to preserve these important records. So this will be your answer. Then let us see the second question. Second question is, what is the problem with the periodization of Indian history that James Mill offered? We have already done it in very detail, that what was the problem in the periodization which was offered by James Mill. For the answer, you can refer to page number 4 of your NCERT PDF. Let us look at that page. So this is page number 4, and See, page number 3 पे it is given that how do we periodize में James Mill divided Indian history into 3 parts, Hindu, Muslim and British, but we have to write about the problem, that what problem was associated with this. So you will write that the problem associated with the periodization that James Mill offered are, number 1, you can write about that because they believed, they divided the Indian history on the basis of religion. So you will write that it is difficult to refer to any period of history as Hindu or Muslim. You will write this. Now why? Because variety of faith exists simultaneously in these periods. This can be your first point, that it is difficult that we cannot refer to any particular period as Hindu or Muslim because a variety of faith existed simultaneously in these periods. Then second thing you can write, that an age cannot be characterized only by the religion of the ruler. You will write about this, that an age cannot be characterized only through the religion of the ruler of the time. Why? Because to do so is to suggest that the lives and practices of others do not really matter, because if we will do so, then to do so is to suggest that the lives and the practices of common people or of others do not really matter. Then third, you will write that we should also remember that even the rulers in the ancient India did not share the same faith. Even rulers were not having the same religion. So these will be your 3 points. In first, you will explain that no one particular period can be referred to as Hindu or Muslim because there were variety of faiths. Second, you will write that no age can be characterized only through the religion of the ruler, because if we will do so, then it will mean that the life of other people does not really matter. Third point, you will write that we should also remember that even the rulers did not share the same faith in that time. Okay, so this will be your answer. Now the question. Now long question number 1, we are done with the short question. Only 2 short questions are there. Long question 1, that why is British period in India referred to as colonial? Why do we refer to British period as colonial? There's a reason that why do we refer so, because the Britishers, they came as the rulers. They came and they conquered the country and they subjugated our country. They established their control over the economy and they started buying the goods at the lower price, and they started producing those crops which they needed for their export. And they also brought some changes in our taste and preferences. So because of these all changes, the British period is referred to as colonial. You remember that? So for this you can take reference of page number 4 of your NCERT. Let me show you that page. See, this is the page number 4, and from this para you can frame the answer in 5 points you have to write. So you can write that British came to conquer the country and establish their rule first, and subjugating the local Nawabs and Rajas. This can be a first point. Then you can write that they established their control over the economy and society, collected revenue to meet all their expenses. Second point done. Then they also bought the goods they wanted at the lower price, and they produced those crops which they needed for their export. This can be a next point. Then you will also write that the British rule brought changes in the values, taste, preferences, custom, practices. And then last point you will write that when the subjugation of one country by another leads to these kinds of political, economic, social and cultural changes, we refer to this process as colonization. So because of the above things, this whole process is termed as colonization, and that is why we say that British period was a colonial period. Clear? Then the last question, long question. Last question is long, that why did the practice of surveying became common under British administration? Why did the practice of surveying become common under British administration? We have already discussed this in detail, that the British believed that a country had to be properly known before it could be effectively administered. This is the main answer which you have to write. This is the main reason, that they believe that a country had to be properly known before it could be properly administered. And for this, they carried out detailed surveys to map the entire country, and then you will write the details of those surveys. Like you will write in villages revenue surveys were conducted, then why they were conducted: to know the topography, soil quality, flora, fauna, the cropping pattern. Then you will write about census operations were also started, and then you will mention about different types of surveys like botanical, zoological, archaeological, all these, right? So for this you can refer to page number 6 of your NCERT PDF. Let us look page. Okay, so this is page number 6, and this is survey became important. So from this para you have to frame the answer in 5 points. You will write, see, everything is written over here, that the practice of surveying became common in the British administration because they believed that a country had to be properly known before it could be effectively administered. So frame a beautiful answer from this para, from here to here. Fine, till forest surveys. So till here you can frame a good answer from these two paragraphs. Clear? Then we have one MI question also. Now again, you have to use your multiple intelligence. If you're good in writing, then write a good paragraph. If you're good in art and craft work, then you can make some collage. If you're good in speaking, then you can record an audio or a video clip. And the topic will be that in whole of these things, if you're making collage, or you are writing a paragraph, or you are writing a poem, or you are recording an audio video clip, you have to explain the topic, that knowing history through different sources. This is your topic, knowing history through different sources. That how do we know about history? You can take reference from this chapter as well, because we have studied about official records, we have studied about archives and museum, and also we have studied about the unofficial records, that is the account of travelers, the diaries of important persons, the autobiography of important personalities. We have read about this. And also you remember you have done the ancient history in grade 6 and medieval history in grade 7. That how do we came to know about history? There was archaeological digging, there are museums, there are coins. So you have to write about it, that how do we know about history, knowing history through different sources. What are the different sources which are available for the historians to read and know about our history? Okay, so this is our explanation of notebook format. If you have any doubt, you can ask, and I will be sharing this whole notebook format with you in a PDF form, so that you can easily do your question answers in your notebook. Okay, now enjoy and do study as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye.